Hi, this is Jess, and tonight I'm going to share with you this card I made for Sparkle and Sprinkle. This video was recorded in our Sparkle and Sprinkle Creative Challenge group, and I just decided to edit it up a bit and use it to show you how I made this card. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get going. For this card, I used the Winter Deer stamp set 935. It's a beautiful stamp set. It's nice and large. I've got it already loaded up on a block here. The great thing about this is it's not a precise card, so you just have to, have some fun. We're going to use the Embellishment Mousse in Indian Gold. We're also going to use Gold Detail Embossing Powder. We're going to use the anti-static bag. We are going to use the glitter accents in Aztec Gold from Nuvo, and we are also going to use some of the, I think it's the honey gold glitter drops from Nuvo as well. So let us get going with this card. I'm just going to set that to the side. This is just going to be a quick demo, something really easy that you can do with your stamps. Since I haven't demoed for a while, I just wanted to come on and we'll do some crafts together. All right, so first of all, you are going to take your lovely anti-static bag and you're going to rub it. This is just a piece of navy cardstock. So you could use black if you wanted to. I use navy, so we did that. Then I am going to ink up my stamp using Versamark ink. My Versamark is well used. It probably needs a good re-inking, but we'll just get what we can do here. Precise placement, because this is kind of more of a silhouette. We're not coloring, we're not looking for details, we are just going for gold. So I've got it stamped there. Got this all done on Versamark here. I'm going to take my Gold Detail embossing powder, that is 168, and I'm going to just sprinkle it over here. We're going to tap off the excess. So we use the anti-static bag so that we don't get all those little flyaways. Give it a good tap. We've got coverage. I'm just going to use my heat tool and hit it with the heat to melt that embossing powder. Have a Swiffer cloth, and that's what I just used to get all that anti-static bag stuff off and clean it up, because then we are going to use our Nuvo Embellishment Mousse. So let's grab the mousse. Now, I'm a big finger tool person when I'm working with my mousse. I think I used a sponge with my sample. You can use these little brushes. We're going to use the little brushes tonight. And now, as you can see, I like to leave my foil on my mousse so that it doesn't dry out. If I've got this totally ripped off, I like to use a piece of press and seal on there to make sure that it doesn't dry out. And you can see it's still quite wet. So let's just do both. I'll show you with the finger tool, and then I'll show you with the brush. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start applying. So you can see with your finger, you don't get as heavy of a coverage, just nice. We're just going to go all the way around this image. I'll show you what it looks like with the brush. So we're just going to load up the brush, and then we're just going to brush it on. So mousse dries pretty quickly as you're working with it. And then sometimes I'll apply it with the brush and just rub in with my finger tool. So it just all depends on the effect you want to get and how much mousse you put on your brush as well. I think I loaded her up pretty good here. So just rub that around. I like to just get the edges in so you don't have those brush strokes. So you can see you just got a nice frame around the edge. Then you're going to want to wash that off right away. It dries pretty quick, and it'll stay on your brush. So we're just going to go like this. And ta-da, we've got a nice framed image. Now I probably went a little too far in there, but that's okay because we are going for that gold on gold. So you can see with the sponge, it gave more of a, I guess I want to say diffused look. And with the brush, you get a little bit heavier of an application. So it just depends on the effect that you want to get for your card. Now we're just gonna put the top back on that. I told you this is a very, very quick and easy card. Now what I'm gonna layer this card on is just a piece of gold. It's the Mirror Gold cardstock from Craft Perfect. And we're just gonna take some of our amazing terrific tape. And let's see if I can get it going here. And we'll just, so if you have some dried out mousses or mousses that are like not quite rock hard yet, you can just add a little bit of distilled water. Pardon me. And, oops, see that terrific tape sticks real fast. So this is gonna be crooked because it's down and I'm not really paying attention because I'm look over my camera. So don't mind my crooked top. Oh, it's not too bad. So we just left a little bit of a frame there with the Mirror Gold cardstock. Another little trick I like to do with my mirror cardstocks or any specialty cardstocks like glitter paper, that kind of stuff, is if I'm just going to be covering it all up, I'll die cut this out with circles or a shape so that I can use it on a different project. So, because it's going to cover it up anyways. So that's just another little trick that you can do to do that. All right, so now we're going to get to work on this part of the card. I was trying to emulate icicles. So that was my goal with the glitter accents. I haven't worked with the glitter accents too terribly much yet. So that was, I thought let's make some icicles. So what I like about this, you've got quite good control because of the tip there. And so I'm going to make sure you can see me. And I just made icicles. You're going to want to let this dry, obviously, after. Can you see how I'm making those? So just kind of dripping them down. You get quite a good placement control with this bottle. Just squeezing it out. It dries pretty quickly again. So I'll just do some of that there and just fill that in just a little wee bit. Honey Gold glitter drops from Nuvo. I always seem to like to do like the 3 in the corner type of thing with my glitter drops or my crystal drops. A good design tip is always add your embellishments in groups of 3. It's just more pleasing to the eye. Even when I'm designing in my house, you want odd numbers. So sets of 5 or 3, that kind of stuff. So that's just always a good rule of thumb when you're designing. All right, so we're going to set that aside to dry. And I'll just put that over there. We're going to go to work on the sentiment. So like I said, it's a pretty quick and easy project. So let us get our stamp here. So I'm using the Wishing You the Timeless Beauty of the Season. So obviously we're getting a good little head start on our Christmas cards here, right? Because that season always comes up fast. And again, with the Versamark, you're just going to want to stamp it on I use the anti-static bag. We're going to stamp that on. I hope I can get it straight. I practiced earlier. Hopefully I have it on the block straight. If not, that's okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And again, we're going to emboss it with the gold detail embossing powder. Real quick here. Where are you? There we go. There we go. I love the glass mat for doing messy stuff like this. Oh, so I got it pretty straight. There we go. We're just going to hit that with the heat tool once again to melt that embossing powder. This way. Let it fly away here. And once again, we're going to apply a little bit of the Nouveau embellishment mousse around the edges. Only 10 more months. Yeah, in 4 days till Christmas. Oh, you've got a countdown, do you? So this embellishment mousse is still pretty wet. So I'm just going to rub that on. Let's see. I have got actually a little bit of a sponge here. So let's just use the sponge. I seem to like the sponge the best for my application of mousse because I seem to get lots of control and I can really blend it out. I'm sure you can with the brushes, but you know, we always have our favorite little tools that we like to use. I just like these basic round sponges. They have always been in my craft stash and I really like to use those. So yeah, we just did that around the edge there. Can you see that? Perfect. I'm just gonna, remember when we used to do that to all the edges of our cards, was ink it up. I actually really like that vintagey look. And then again, I've got a piece of pre-cut. We're just gonna add that on there. And we're just gonna take the Terrific tape again, add some to the back. That Terrific tape has amazing hold, so make sure when you put it down, it is where you want it, because wherever you put it, that is where it will stay. Absolutely. There we go. So this is still drying. There you have it. There is our completed card, all shiny and gold and pretty. Once it dries, you'll just be able to add it to its card base and you are ready to give it to that special someone. Thanks for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you next time.